The Shit Show, the podcast, starts now with DJ Cornbread, a.k.a. The Empress.
Hey, man, it's Big X the Plug. I'm the Big, and this is the largest fashion show of the podcast. Safe to say I'm the biggest.
What's up, y'all? Sugar DJ Cornbread, a.k.a. The Empress. Y'all already know what it is. Back with another one. This EP is going to be about relationships and kids. When is it okay to say yes to a relationship or be with somebody or try to shoot your shot at somebody if they have kids? Is that a thing or is it not a thing? So do y'all think it's okay for a guy to try to holler at a female if she's a single parent, or vice versa? If the guy is taking care of kids and he's no longer with the woman, is it okay for a woman to shoot her shot or to be dating a guy that has a single father and just has his kids? Or just kids that he's taking care of, or like I said, vice versa? I'm going to say it depends. Because if you call yourself trying to talk to somebody or date somebody and they already have kids, you got to be strong. You got to be strong. It's a different kind of strong. It's like, because you have to be okay with kids, and depending on how those kids act and the age, of the kids, and if they respectful or not, or disrespectful, that it's a big thing with that. Because sometimes you might get into a relationship or try to talk to somebody and you find out they have kids, and then they're a single parent, and you like, oh, no, them kids' attitude is fucked up, or them kids don't listen, they misbehave, they rude, So I'm going to say it all depends to me on the kids. Because some people you'll be dating and talking to, and they don't want you to say nothing to their kids. They feel a certain type of way and they get pissed off when you try to put their kids in their place, even if it's right and those kids need to be put in their place, or you just telling them something that is going to help them grow, or something that they need to know. Because some kids, they don't act the way they're supposed to act, or they don't act the way they should act, and they don't have no type of home training because of where they get it from, which can be the mother or the father. Especially, like I said, if they're a single parent, if it's a single mom, she raising kids, if she dirty or nasty and don't give a fuck how her house look or how she take care of herself, them kids gonna grow up, they're gonna be the same exact way. Nasty, dirty, I won't take baths, all that type of shit. If that's what they know. I mean, what else they gonna know? What else they gonna, unless they one of those kids, there's some kids, they'll see how their parents or the figure that they were around, how they act, and they don't like it. Or they didn't like it, so when they get older, they change all that. When they start getting low, they like, oh, no. I ain't trying to be funky. I ain't trying to be sitting in a nasty house. I ain't trying to know how to cook any of that. And they be like, nah, I need to flip this. My house ain't gonna be like that. But then you got them ones that they don't matter. It don't matter what shit. They feel like, shit, this how I was brought up. This how I was taught. This my mama didn't do shit. My mama didn't cook. Mama didn't know how to do this. She didn't do that. Mama was nasty. Didn't like the house clean. Didn't like nice stuff. Nice things. And so shit, why should I? And that's what make it fucked up. Because first of all, I'm not about to date nobody that got some nasty ass kids or they're nasty themselves. That shows a lot about you and your kids and your lifestyle. Hell no. If you okay with being in a nasty ass house with different types of everything, and you just, you okay with it, and that's fine, long as you feel like you step out, you good, but your house ain't up to par, I don't know. This shit have me scared to sit down to peek at your house. No toilet seats. Fuck that. Ain't sitting on nothing. Because you have to watch that, because it's hard trying to get in a relationship with somebody where their kids don't have no type of home training and they think everything is cool because they getting it from who they getting it from. And that'll fuck up a whole relationship. You can be okay or to call yourself liking somebody. As soon as you say the wrong thing to kids, something like that, oh yeah, it's backfire time. The other parent is mad. Just ain't nothing to my kids. Don't do now, motherfucker. Somebody needs to say something to them, because this shit is nasty. This shit is not ladylike, not guy-like, or whatever the case may be. One female or male, like, you gotta be clean. You got to keep your shit clean, your house clean, your body clean, brush your teeth, wash your face, take bath, all it. Like I said, now some kids, if they don't see they they don't see the other parent doing it or wasn't taught that or grew up around seeing that parent keeping themselves together and being nice and clean and keeping a clean house and all that, they gonna feel like that shit is just for the bird. They gonna feel like, no, that's just some shit. Like if I want to do it, I do it. If I don't want my shit to be nasty, to be nasty. And that shit is fucked up. Cause that, like I said, that'll they'll turn me a whole another direction when it comes to trying to be in a relationship or trying to talk to somebody. If that's how it's gonna be, nah. Yeah, hell no. You gotta figure that out. And then what is the age for you guys that would date somebody that have kids? How many kids is okay? I've heard 2 kids. I've heard 3. How many baby daddies is okay? 1 baby daddy, 2. What if somebody got 3 or 4 baby daddies? What that mean? They just out there trying to get it while it's good? I mean, they just money hungry at that point. But what do y'all think is okay? Is it okay for a single mom to be single and not be in no kind of relationship but got a whole bunch of kids? My question would be, why are you single? That's what I would be wanting to know. If I was a male and a woman had a lot of kids, first of all, why aren't you with nobody or neither one of the dads? It's to make sure it's not the woman, and it's probably because the majority of the time, but like women, I always like to say, oh, it's his fault, or I'm not with him because of this. So if that's the case, then okay, see what it is and why it wasn't. Then you decide from there if that's something that you want to work with. But majority of the time, everybody I already know. It's hard. It's hard to say who fucked up and who didn't. On the age of the kids, what's okay for an age range? I've heard if they ain't under 10, some dudes they like, nah, I ain't fucking with it. If you got some kids that's already in their teenage years or right there pushing the tweens or whatever y'all got say, they like, nah, because that mean whatever they've been taught, whatever they know is what they know, and ain't no changing that shit, ain't no fixing that shit. So the people just feel like, oh no, I got to be able to still mold you and fix whatever been fucked up or what you done, any information or whatever you was taught that was wrong, I got to be able to fix that shit. So what y'all think? Like, is it okay or is it not okay? Because I feel like if you are, I love little kids and, teenagers is okay too. But I feel like it's better if you meet somebody and if they tell you, oh yeah, I have a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, something like that. I feel like that would be better than having someone that's already a teenager to a certain extent. Because if it's a kid, like I said, in y'all relationship and say, especially if they don't know how to, they good with toddlers, so a certain extent, but not A1 with them, and you good with kids, and you love this and that, you can get them on the right track. They're toddler on the right track, so they don't end up following the footsteps of the person that's leading them downhill. So that's kind of, to me, is like a good thing when it comes to, like, if you do talk to somebody, and they're like, oh, yeah, I got kids. You be talking to somebody, and they're like, yeah, I got kids. They are grown or teenagers. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's okay when it comes to them trying to have movie night or get out and go party or whatever the case may be or have a date night. It's okay when it comes to that, but they usually be the main ones that be really got shit going. They the ones that, oh yeah, you ain't finna do this. Attitude gonna be fucked up, cursing and all that type of shit. Then you gonna be wondering why you and a teenager always getting into it and you feel some type of way because the motherfucker way he was brought up, the way she was brought up. Like I said, you can't say shit to some people kids because even if you know they in the wrong, they know they in the wrong, and the person you dating, they know it's fucked up and that's wrong. It's fucked up that they nasty, they this and that. They don't give a fuck. They just don't want you to say nothing to their kids because they nasty and somebody to them. But like, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, that's like a big topic on that issue because some people, like I said, I've heard they feel like, no, when you single, yeah, you're trying to date. They've said, nah, don't look for nobody or don't date nobody. As soon as they say I got a child, you maybe they good. Nope. I've been a single parent, so and so. They like, oh no, cut the strip now. They're like, hell no, I'm not dealing with it. But I feel like that's kind of fucked up because why would you cut the strip? cut the string on somebody that, you know, that you can fuck around and might damn near marry. You never know. Just because they're a single parent, they have one child. You know, I feel like you should see where it goes and see where it leads to before you just decide, oh yeah, I'm not fucking with them because she got a child and she not with baby daddy. What if the baby daddy was putting his hands on her or beating her, or what if she was raped, or this is like, you don't know. So you just gonna say fuck that good thing that could possibly be your lifelong partner just because she has a toddler or a 5, 6, 7, 8 year old. Now, if it's a newborn baby, yeah, that's kind of that's kind of like the one for the park. Yeah, so I understand people that's like, nah, she got a newborn, nah, fuck all that. But then you have some that when you can't have they can't have kids or they don't have any of their own, so they rather the person they date or they talk to, they rather them have, if they are pregnant, they rather them be they rather them be pregnant or have a baby that they just had, because they feel like they can mold the baby and that makes them more feel like they just had a baby. Y'all both had a baby together and that's y'all's child. Especially if the dad is not in the picture or the mom's not in the picture. So, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like it's okay to date somebody that's single and that they're independent and they do their own shit and they take care of their kids. But like I said, that's one thing. If you, long as they're taking care of their kids, they on top of their shit. And shit is moving at a pace where it's not always it's at a standstill or there's some fucked up shit going on, then that's the person you like, okay, well, maybe let me see how this works. See if I can make this, put something with something, make something happen. But if this person is single and they got all this always going on, back to back, nothing's ever okay, nothing's ever right. It's just like, damn, what the hell? You know, you probably need to leave somebody like that, leave them where they at. Because 9 times out of 10, that's going to be the whole little relationship. That same shit right there, unless somebody that's looking for somebody to cater to them and do everything they want them to do, which is fucked up if you're a person like that. Like, he's supposed to be, I don't know, I look at shit still like 50-50. Sometimes 80-20, 60-40, 70-30. It just depends, you know, like, but majority of the time, it's some relationship shit, 50-50. But like I said, you got some people that they want to do 10% and you do 90, 5% you do 95, or they shit doing 0%, you doing all 100 of it. So you have to make sure you decide wisely when it comes to dating somebody that has kids, that's a single parent, and to make sure, like I said, they know what the fuck they doing and they be on top of their shit when it comes to their kids, because these kids out here be giving motherfuckers a headache. They be cursing at you. They got a badass attitude. It's fucking social media world. Got them just feeling themselves. They can go on YouTube and just do and just type what the fuck they thinking about, and all that shit just pop straight up. So you got to be all into that. And then, like, especially when you have teenagers, when they get to start feeling themselves in puberty and all that type of stuff, you're like, oh man, I ain't trying to deal with this shit, but I really like this person. So yeah, you got to think about it. You got to think about it. Well, these motherfuckers ain't gonna, man, say, and if it ain't no child for the run me ragged, had me all stressed out and shit. Like, nah, you do that to your mom and your daddy or whatever, but nah, So people, yeah, you wouldn't like me. We gonna have that shit right in order. You'll be quick to, and I know if you ain't trying to understand and go with what the fuck going on, because I'll be quick to move around your ass. You'll probably be quick to move around on my ass, and that's fine. But yeah, like I said, those questions? Do you think it's okay to date a single mom or dad hasn't been in a relationship and is not at that moment? How old can the kids be? Well, how old or how young? It's too old or young. It's like one of those big topics. But yeah, I already told y'all how I feel about the situation. And I'm ready. I'm waiting to hear from y'all. So y'all can just hit us up on the show or www.shitshowthepodcast.com, or you can call us and we will be sure to put you on live, put you on air so you can tell us your thoughts. And if you would like to be on the show, but we have not had a topic that you want to talk about, you are welcome to call and let us know your topics or something that you want to talk about or something you want to bring to the show. And we can do a whole live in-person interview on air at the radio or at the studio, or you can do something virtual in person for live footage for like YouTube or social media, or you can do just the audio. So like I said, hit us up, www.shitshowthepodcast.com. It's your girl, DJ Cornbread.
You're in the mix with the one and only celebrity DJ Cornbread, a.k.a. The Empress.
Hey man, this is Big X the Plug. I'm the big, and this is the largest fashion show of the podcast. Safe to say I'm the biggest.